mentioned this in previous interviews. The incident or incidents that have happened with Floetry, for people that are unfamiliar with that story, what happened so we're clear here in D.C. why Floetry is no longer?
Well, to those who don't know, it's really not a course over what happened in 2006 when the band was no more. It's really what happens over the course of 2 years. And to still be who you are only last year, which really was the last time I spoke. And without having to go into too many details, you can go online and find the entire part on my part. And I keep stating this, like, there are two sides to every story, but in this case, there are too many sides because there were too many people involved. So I can say what I say, but then it can be the tour bus driver that we're trying to find Floetry because she was smoking weed on the bus while I was pregnant. So that was a nail in the coffin in that moment, and that was just last year. So it's all of these things that happen that are just facts. Like I had a band that were...
So did you have a conversation with her when she was
There was nothing need to be said. That was the last day of the tour. We were on the way to the airport, and I'd only just revealed that I was pregnant. And there were certain things that we'd gone through personally as what I thought were, you know, sisterhood and friends that I'd confided in her about, that she should have been, as a friend, sensitive to, that she just wasn't. And I can't fault no one for being hurt or feeling hurt, but to be as malicious as that, it was just an end for me. So prior to that, you know, me and my fiance meeting on the tour, and him and I not knowing each other at all. He was taking care of her stuff. So there was an app. So childish, because we're 30 years plus. This shouldn't happen anymore. But I state, and I'll probably tell my daughter, that things stay high school for a long time. Like almost forever. You're like, this cannot be this petty. How can this be happening? I'm 30 plus. So they were all talking about me to my, who is now my fiance, saying that I was all types of, without wanting to say very, you know, use any profanity, but they had an app that was on speakerphone when him and I are on our first dates at a diner, and it was, hey, Des, why you ain't get with her yet? You know, she slept with everyone in Philly. What's up? Band members can talk like that because that's what boys do in locker rooms.
So you're used to that.
I can handle that. I was a ball player. I can handle that. And it wasn't that part. It was her voice. And all of these things, because, you know, technology, you just don't know how far it can go. They're all recorded on this app. So all of these bandmates, plus us, can press play and listen to these recordings of these horrible things that are being said about me in good faith, trying to do it for the fans, trying to do it for you, because you don't care about the behind the scenes. Not that you don't care, but it's the music. And that's what I wanted to do it for. It was the music that mattered to me. So 2 years, first trying to, you know, forgive and forget what happens that first year. And then the second year with the weed on the bus, it was just like, this will just never be right.
And that was a nail in the coffin for you.
Yeah, and even if time apart is time apart. So even if she's forgiven whatever's done on her part, and I'm not faulting her for that, it's like therapy and having to work through things. It's like if you'd ever done me wrong and then we have to sit on couches with each other, we're reminders of that wrongdoing. She's a reminder of the lies, of the hurt, of the pain, so it's never going to be cool again.
So there's no chance for reconciliation?
I tried that 2 years. This
done.
isn't 2006. This is yesterday to me now. So this is very fresh. So I tried through 7 years of reconciliation and then doing it for the fans and still getting on stage every night, knowing what was being done, what was being said. And that's just the parts that you know. I can only go with the facts because I don't want to do the she said, she said, he said, she said, you know, because we can go into a bunch of stories, but the bottom lines are the bottom lines. And I'm okay with moving forward now.
Well, like they say, some friendships come in seasons, right?
They do. That was one long, very, very successful in its own right, and I wouldn't change it. Not one part. It's made me who I am. I really wouldn't change a thing.
Well, it was a great partnership while it lasted, and
Absolutely.
we have some good music as a result, right?
Mm-hmm.
Floetry, incredible music, right?
Absolutely.